Hello, and on the gaming table today, we're taking a look at the basics of fire combat in Command Decision Tested Battle. So fire combat is obviously a key component of a wargame, and that is true in Command Decision as well. And there are actually 4 different types of fire that we need to look at. There's indirect fire, small arms fire, anti-tank fire, and HE direct fire. So what we're going to do here is start with the basics and go over the basic process, which is similar for all of these, and then we'll go into the details of each. Now, this is where Command Decision can seem complicated. In the game, lots of different weapons have lots of different statistics and numbers and things like that, and it can be a bit overwhelming when you first look at it. But with a little preparation, you can break all of that down into just what you need to play a particular game. So here what I've done is taken the German army statistics and just picked out the basic bits and pieces I need for the forces I'm running. And actually what you can see here would be enough to look after 1 or 2 battalions of rifle infantry with attached, say, organic 8cm mortars, an attached platoon or 2 of Pak-40 anti-tank guns, maybe a company of supporting Stugs, and some field artillery that's supporting from off-board. So all of that force, which could be 2.5 battalions worth, is contained within this small set of data here. It's less intimidating. I know there's a lot of numbers there, but in the videos here, I'll show you how to read them. Now, there are basically 2 types of fire. There are units which can do direct fire, and that's units that have range bands in their data, or there are units that can do indirect fire and they have an indirect fire value. So here you can see the rifle stand here has some range bands here, close, medium, long, and extreme, and it has numbers there, so it's able to do direct fire. However, it can't do indirect fire. Whereas the 8cm mortar doesn't have any data in the range bands, but it does have indirect fire values. Now, to be able to shoot at things, you need to be able to have line of fire, and obviously things have to be in range. Then what you do is, based on the range, you look up a success number to see whether or not you can hit. It's basically your to-hit roll. There can be some different modifiers there, which includes your movement and the cover that the enemy is in. And then you roll for hits on D10s. And basically, when you score a hit, that's effective fire on target. Now, whether or not you actually suffer an effect from that fire is based on the troop quality of the target. Better quality troops are good at avoiding the effects of fire. Now, when you look at the weapon ranges here, you'll notice there's a lot of different numbers. And this is actually one thing I like about Command Decision Tested Battle, is that it actually uses real-world ranges. It's not changing the ranges based on the size of typical play tables. So you can see here the rifle unit, the rifle platoon, has a maximum range of 12 inches. It's the first number in the red box there, the 12-3W. The 12 is the range in inches. A machine gun, you can see there, has a range of 24. Remember, this is a machine gun platoon, not a single machine gun. And the Pak-40 anti-tank gun platoon there, it's got a range of 60. It can reach a long way across the table, 60 inches, 5 feet. Okay, and then for the field howitzer down the bottom there, you can see its indirect fire range is 252 inches. It can shoot a long way, and that's quite appropriate. And normally you're not going to see them on the table. They're going to be providing off-board artillery support. So again, that's one thing I like about Command Decision Tested Battle, is that the ranges are authentic. They actually let you play a game where the ranges actually matter on all of the different units. Okay, so that gives you the basics of fire. Now what I'll do is have 4 videos that go over details and examples for small arms fire, AT fire, HE direct fire, and indirect fire HE. So thanks for watching, and go and look at those other videos. We'll see you again real soon.